Hello my crafty friends, it's Trina here. A couple of days ago I showed these cards that I've made using the If Snowflakes Were Kisses stamp set. I stamped a whole lot of the heads and then I drew my own bodies to create these cards. And so I had a few people say, could you please turn those bodies into printables so that we could stamp and use them, as well. So what I've done, I've created some more bodies, and I've done a whole host of them for each design, and I've made some cool cards out of them too. So what I've done is I've made some coloring sheets like this, where it's got gaps that you can stamp the heads. Now I've also added on my sheets some heads that I've hand drawn, so that if you download the sheet and you don't have the actual stamp set, you can still create these on cards and finish them off. And for that I actually have a sheet that has a whole lot of extra heads for my characters that I've made. But I just wanted to show how easy it is to use. Now this I've printed onto white cardstock, just A4 size. If you use letter size cardstock, it'll still work. When you go to print it, you just want to tell your printer fit to page, and that way you'll have the room that you need. So I've got the stamp here for the bunny. This is the bunny sheet. And so I'm just going to ink up my stamp, and then with the acrylic block I can see through, and I'm just going to stamp that down, hold it for a second just for it to soak up the ink, and when I take that off, you'll see that now my bunny has the head on it. And so there should be enough room that you can stamp some of those like that. And I'll just quickly show, I've already stamped the heads on these ones. You'll see some bodies don't have the heads on. There wasn't quite enough room. But you can still stamp the heads and add those on later as foam dot pop-ups, and I'll show you some card examples like that. So that's the penguins. I've done pandas with different bodies, foxes, the bear, and I've done a summer bear here. I've stamped that on, but you could do a summer beachy one. Our Christmas in New Zealand is at the beach usually. It's summertime rather than winter, and Australia and that, so you could use that summertime one. We've got reindeer and more bunnies. Okay, so I just want to quickly show some cards that I've made using these designs. So this one is the panda bear, where I've stamped the head, and you can see I've added that on later on. The head was separate and I've popped it up on foam dots over the top. I've used one of the greetings out of the stamp set and just drawn a speech bubble around it and cut it out. So that's one. I really like how some of these have come out. This is my little reindeer sitting by the fire roasting marshmallows, saying "You warm my heart." This one I've stamped the bunny head and added it over the top of the body later on. So he's got a cup of hot chocolate with marshmallows in. This is probably my favorite one. I love this. I've stamped the head on all in one and just fussy cut around it where he's a little bunny skiing. This one is a bunny with a basket with some Christmas gifts, and I've just cut a little bit of greetings off one of the pattern papers from Holly and Ivy. Again, I've used those same greetings off the paper packet sheet and just cut those out for my panda. And this panda I've added the head on after the body. And this one just shows the panda head that I drew, and I've just stuck it on over the body just as an alternate, and also a bunny with the alternate head, just so you can see what they look like. So I'm really loving these designs. I'll have them available as printout sheets on my website, scrapandseason.myshopify.com, so you can find them there. I hope you get to check them out, and perhaps you can do some crafting with them and share photos of what you've done in my Facebook group, so that we can see what designs you've used. Okay, happy crafting. Bye.